I am a student and I love fashion, but every time I go to clean my closet, I feel guilty. So many clothes that I've barely worn just lying there. I don't want to throw them away, but what else can I do?
I've spent my entire life perfecting my craft hand embroidery, stitching, weaving. But the world moves too fast, and today's machines are replacing these hands. As a consequence, my art is losing its value. What if there was a place where my skills could thrive?
Meet Reza, where waste transforms into worth.
Before we take you through our journey, let us introduce ourselves. I am Sakshi Ahuja.
Aman Raj, Yugal Gaur,
And Sanvi Shetty.
and we are Team Revive from India.
In this generation where fast fashion and binge shopping is the new normal, people own more clothes than they need. Looking at the fashion industry as a whole, the environmental footprint that it generates is alarmingly high, with 92 million tons of textile waste being discarded yearly, and most of those garments never even reaching the final consumer. While waste piles up on one end, at the other, the true carriers of India's rich cultural heritage, that are the artisans, struggle to find a platform to showcase their skills and find a consistent supply of fabric. As per our estimates, 42% of the young graduates from India's fashion schools face unemployment, with the Indian textile and handicraft industry growing at a rate of 11% and standing at a worth of $50 billion. There's an immense opportunity to bridge the gap between these two disconnected worlds. If left unaddressed, studies show that by 2030, the global apparel industry is expected to rise by 63%, leading to an additional 148 million tons of garment waste annually, further widening the gap between overproduction and underutilization.
This is where Reja comes in. It is a B2B2C model that acts as the missing link between fashion waste and artisans. Here's how it works: individuals, designers, or manufacturers can easily donate their surplus materials in our monthly fabric collection drives. This bulk is then taken to the nearest micro hub, which includes thrift stores. These act as a localized facility where our fabrics are sorted, quality checked, and then listed back onto a platform for purchase or displayed for in person sales. This micro hub model allows us to keep our operational costs low and scale quickly without the need to rely on expensive central warehouses, while also giving us an additional source of income by acting as walk in stores. Once a fabric is purchased by a designer, it is efficiently delivered to them from the nearest micro hub, which can then be repurposed and listed back onto a platform for purchase. This model, along with our distribution strategy, allows us to scale across Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. And the impact? It's a ripple effect that starts small but creates big change. By promoting circular economy, DESA ensures that fabric waste is repurposed, further reducing the landfill overflow and turning waste into fashion forward possibilities.
So, who are we targeting? We connect the one with access to the one with expertise, creating value where others see waste. Thus, individuals and manufacturers with unused fabric find a purposeful outlet. Skilled hand, which include students, housewives, tailors, or just anybody looking to start a side business, gain access to the raw material. And customers who are fashion oriented discover fashion with a story. Next, we look at acquiring customers and artisans, like collaborating with eco-conscious influencers and run targeted ads which will highlight the impact of sustainable fashion. Further, we aim to partner with governments under their Women Entrepreneurship Program by organizing boot camps and workshops. We will reach a wider audience of aspiring females. To garner awareness among students, we will hold contests at fashion schools where they can upcycle the donated garments and which will be further sold on our platform. Additionally, we will set up kiosks at the convenient stores where people can donate their waste clothes and hence spreading awareness about Reza at a very root level.
In the complete life cycle, from raw fabric to upcycled product, Reza generates a revenue of $6,000 in the first month by onboarding 30 artisans, each purchasing around 35 garments at an average price of $5. These garments are then upcycled and listed on our platform at an average ticket price of $50, from which Reza takes a 15% commission. This translates to each artisan generating around 4 upcycled products in their first month. However, every business has its cost. In the first month, our expected expenditure stands at $25,000, covering marketing, logistics, micro-hub rentals, and platform maintenance. In the first year, we stand at a deficit of $26,000 that we aim to compensate by growing 8 times to a profit of $172,000 the next year. Over the next 4 years, our profit stands at $29 million, while the costs grow at a much slower pace, ensuring strong margins. While this may sound astonishing, we arrive this number by looking at a $1.39 billion market of Indian hand-woven garments that comes under the bracket of luxury goods.
To sum it up, fashion tells a story of three C's: culture, craftsmanship, and choices. But for far too long, the story has been one of excess and waste. Reja is here to change the narrative. We're breathing new life into surplus garments, creating opportunities where none existed, and transforming challenges into catalysts for change. The future isn't distant, it's being woven right now. Choose sustainability, choose Reja. Thank you.